the ideas and thoughts that I'm playing with for Aubrey's Trashy birthday card. As you can see, it needs to be narrowed down. So I did decide on this shell and this fish cutout, as well as this blue paper, which seriously looks like it was painted. I'm basically going to use that for the cover. Then I'm also wearing, as you can see, I'm wearing weights on my arms. I keep hearing how strength training is the best thing to do for aging bodies, to put it mildly, and that's why I'm wearing the weights. I wear those 3 or 4 times a week, just doing my normal stuff. And let me tell you, it makes my muscles really sore. But I also, I don't know if I notice a difference or not as far as feeling more healthy, flexible, whatever. I'm using the PVA adhesive. I find that it works best with heavy paper on heavy paper or whatever. Not necessarily light paper, because it will show through any little bump, but yeah, definitely for heavy paper. So it does hang over the edges of the inner shell a bit, so it's going to have to be cut, which I always dread because I'm not really good at cutting a straight line for some reason. And when I do something with this Best of Tucson sticker that I made, I basically cut it out from a flyer that was made of cardboard, so I guess more of a postcard. And here I am cutting the edge very successfully and well done, might I say, on the right side, or whatever, the back side. But then I ended up cutting a little piece of the card itself. But I guess not too bad. Yeah, I cut a big chunk of the card off, so I'm gonna have to have some sort of border to cover that up. Oops. Meanwhile, the back part I cut perfectly. Go figure. I don't know what it is about me and cutting a straight seam. That doesn't happen. So I decide I'm gonna be a little bit more creative now and do some painting. So I'm gonna paint those edges and make them sort of go better with the blue that was on the paper I glued on. So there I am doing some painting. Okay, covering that side that I messed up with some, I decided on dark blue lace, kind of offset the lighter blue, and I don't know, I just thought it would look good. I absolutely love this paper that I put inside the frame. It contrasts really well, I think, with the more sea colors of the front. Now, I can talk about this Best of Tucson sticker that I made. It was on a postcard. I cut it out of the postcard and then added some puffy tape and turned it into a sticker. So Aubry is Best of Tucson 2025. And I don't know, I just really like the look. Now I'm trying to figure out what am I going to put in here. I don't think I'm going to do a pocket on the side this time. Okay, so I've got a puffy sticker of some paint, supplies, and then I've got this pocket, and there is no way this pocket is going on that side. It's not going to cover what I've got going on. I do love this bag that I made. I made it myself, mostly with stamps. I just stamped away on it. And I'm looking at just different ideas for other pockets. I guess I was sort of contemplating having that pocket. Yes, much better side, much better side. Time to commit to the front. I've known that I wanted to do the shell and the fish for a while. Just a matter of getting them glued down, and it's just kind of tricky. I admit, it is kind of tricky. I definitely think using the thicker glues is more difficult with the thin paper. This is basically really thin wrapping paper that I cut this from. So I might try a thinner glue next time I do this. But it worked. It came out really well. And here I am sort of intensifying the fold, hoping that that will help keep it flat once it's glued down on the card. Decided to use a glue stick for this paper situation, mainly because it's also going to have a pocket on it, so it's already going to be reinforced by that. And also, I was just kind of tired at this point of dealing with the thicker glues and having to spread them and whatnot. Didn't seem like this needed to be as intense of a connection, if that makes sense. I know with the orange paper, I had not even bothered to glue it down because it's inside the frame. I realized at this point that I had miscalculated the size of the paper, which is kind of a typical thing for me. So I thought, well, let me try putting the pocket that I made on here first and kind of push it all down and see if I can get away with not having to cut it. But as you can see, it was awkward and it was hard to close the card properly. So out comes the little baby X-Acto knife. and I cut that slice on out of there. And didn't do too bad a job except a little fraying on the edge. Then we jump forward. I've decided to put the lovely pocket that I made, or the envelope, whatever you want to call it, into the frame, and then I'm trying to figure out what to put in the pocket. I did glue this wonderful, I don't know where I got it. It was a flyer for a tattoo shop, and I cut out this part of it and decided to put that on the pocket, and I'm going to be putting a check in there, so it is going toward a tattoo, so the whole tattoo cartoon fits for sure. I had been looking at all kinds of stickers, and I decided this kitty cat one in particular reminds me of Aubry. Just kind of a free spirit, blonde cutie. And take note of the card that is in the pocket, because that is going away. I decided to create my own from scratch. And here we go. Here's the tag I made so far. I'm really proud of it, but this sign that says "Don't forget to breathe," I tore it out of a positive saying type book that I never really used. And it's a little too big as is for the tag, because it is a smaller tag. Or, yeah, I guess you would call it a tag. So I'm just tearing it here to make it smaller so it fits better. Really proud of this, and I wish I would have filmed myself making it piece by piece, but I did not. So the "Don't forget to breathe," I figured out that it's white and boring, right? So I'm going to add some stamps to it. So at least I showed myself stamping this, because I also stamped the tag and gave it really cool. I really like this round kind of mandala flower effect. And as you can see, this stamp has been used before. The stamp pad has been used before, and I accidentally got some brown ink. And speaking of brown ink, I decided I wanted a little of that on there. Meanwhile, back to the cat sticker, I figured out where it's going to go. It's kind of going to be peeking out of the frame. And I also put the "Keep Calm, Go to the Beach" puffy sticker on the other side to go with the beach theme. As you can see, I've decorated the envelope a bit more. I added a ship, which I actually cut out from a Trader Joe's flyer. And I made this card. It's got a sticker on it, as well as it being two different cards I made sort of glued together into one. I had these old recipe cards that I thought would be a cute addition in the pocket. And of course a scratcher, because I still have a few of those around. Once again, I started decorating it before realizing I wanted to film. I had put some sparklies on the front, so now I'm gonna just sprinkle some sparklies throughout the card. I don't necessarily expect them to stay on the card over time, but at least they're there for the initial effect. And I decided a sparkle was just what this card needed to set it off. Not only did I stamp this sign that says "Don't forget to breathe," I added Mod Podge because I wanted to just make it real shiny. not bad for my first tag ephemera, I think. I like all the little details that I gave this. One final unveiling of the finished product. I tied it with leather and I put just a flower inside the tie. And then this is what the card looks like when it's open and unveiled. Still really super proud of the tag that I made and the check that I wrote and the kitty trying to mess with it. Yeah, I love all of the details that I did on this. And again, with the two recipe cards, these two seem to fit Aubs to me. And the tattoo sticker saying that this holds tattoo money. I mean, it doesn't specifically say that, but that's the message. So be sure to use that money for your tattoo, Aubs, and nothing else, right? I had also added some beads to the tag. All of these details, love, love, love. I also added a happy birthday sticker to the back. So that's it for Aub's card. Thanks for watching. Bye.